Yum, 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 yum. Oh, this is a most rare treat. Cicadas. Oh, the crunch. Oh, the flavor. Oh, I don't normally dine alone, but, well, I can't help it. It is such a rare treat. Listen to that wonderful noise. Delicious, but my four-footed friends, they say the wings get stuck in their teeth. I wonder if someone can join me. Oh, Nora, do come over, please. I just finished a wonderful feast.
Ooh, what are you eating?
I'm eating cicadas, of course. They're just shells left. I'm sorry I didn't save any for you.
Well, you know, eating bugs really doesn't excite me.
Well, that's because you don't know what is good.
Well, there's some things that I like that come from bugs.
And what would that be?
That's it! Bees! I love honey from bees. And, well, you know what? I know somebody who raises bees.
Ah.
Let's go.
We are not astronauts.
We are beekeepers. Did you ever wonder how bees talk to one another? Well, let me tell you about the waggle dance. The waggle dance is really how bees talk. They talk through dancing. Now, when a bee goes out in the morning, a scout bee goes out and looks for food. And a hive will send out several scout bees. Then they all come back and they start dancing. And their dance tells the other bees at the hive what they found, where it is, and how vigorous they dance, how lively they are, tells just how excited they are about that food. And then the food source. Then the other bees start deciding together which one they're going to go to. So they'll surround the scout that describes the food that they like the best that day, and then they go and all of them that are going to go out and collect food go out to that particular flower or that particular kind of food source for that day, and then they come back and bring the nectar and pollen back for the bees. This is our apiary at Ladew Farm. An apiary is a place where bees live in these boxes that are beehives.
So we are going to open up this beehive and show you what's going on inside. Here they are. Here are some bees. And we're going to pull some of the frames where the bees store their honey.
The bees collect what's called nectar, which is a sweet liquid. They go to flowers and collect that. Right now, these bees are going out on white clover and collecting nectar from that. They take the nectar and they dry it down so it gets really super concentrated, sweet, and that's what the honey is. It's that flower nectar concentrated till it gets very, very sweet, and then the bees put it in these little holes and they seal it up with wax, and that's their food for later on. We've got in the hive there's going to be worker bees. There are going to be some bees called nurse bees, and those nurse bees help take care of the young ones. There are also, right at the front of it, there are guard bees, and those guard bees are there to make sure that no other bees from another hive or any kind of other insects that might try to steal the honey get in there. Now, there are also bees called drones and bees called queens. Each colony has one queen, but it has a number of different drones. The drones are the male bees. Every other kind of bee in there, whether it's a nurse bee or a worker or a guard bee, they're all females. and the queen, of course, is a female too. The drones, their only job is to go out and mate with other queens. And this is what the honey looks like when it comes out of the hive and comes to you.
Bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, help our food to grow, help our food to grow. Everyone needs to know, everyone needs to know. Bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo. Beautiful butterflies, butterflies always go meow. Bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies. While their job is great, while their job is great, it's called pollinate. It's called pollinate. Bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo. The beautiful butterflies, butterflies always go bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, help our food to grow, help our food to grow. Everyone needs to know, everyone needs to know. Bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo, bees go boo. Beautiful butterflies, butterflies always go butterflies, don't you love butterflies? Bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies, bees and butterflies.
Hey guys, Eric Energy here in our virtual studios. I've got my two assistants here, and we're going to talk about the science of pollination. And to do the science of pollination, we have to create a flower, and we're going to create a flower in this container right here. At the bottom of this flower, we've got some gummy bears, and at the top of it, we've got some cheese puffs to represent the pollen that's in a flower. So right now we need two very hungry insects. So we've got two very hungry bees. Show them, boys. And now we've got one hungry bee going in deep. He's going to go try and get some nectar. He's got to go through all of that pollen, and all of a sudden he's going to bring out a nice piece of juicy nectar. And what is he going to have to do with that nectar? He's going to have to take that nectar and he's going to go to another flower to try to get some more nectar. But what he doesn't realize is that his whole body and everything around him is covered in pollen, which is represented by the cheese dust. And you'll notice that that flower right now is covered in cheese dust. So effectively, what that bee has done is fertilize the flower with the pollen that is necessary for it to grow. And that is the science of pollination.
The professor here. Let's talk about bugs. Bugs are insects, and insects are animals. Yes, they're part of the animal group, a classification that has 6 legs. And I bet you didn't know this about bugs, but they have something called an exoskeleton. You and I have bones, a skeleton underneath our skin. But bugs have a skeleton that's outside their skin. Some people are afraid of bugs, but don't let them bug you. Oh, every bug has its job.
Hi, boys and girls. My name's Miss Christie, and we are here to talk about our favorite subject today, bugs. Hey, do you like bugs, or do you not like bugs? Do they bother you? I wish you could show me. I wish everybody out there could show me what you think. Oh, I have an idea. How about if I teach you how to say it in sign language, and then everybody out there can tell me? Would you like to do that? Let's do that. First of all, I'm dying to find out if you like bugs, if you like them, or if they bother you. So when you say bugs, stick your 3 fingers out. Your thumb, your pointer finger, and your middle finger. And you put your thumb on your nose and you go, bugs, and you wiggle your little antennas all around, say bugs. I like bugs. And you do the same thing, you take your 3 fingers and you stroke your heart. Like a guitar, you say, wing, I like bugs. Or, they bother me. And if you say bother me, take both your hands up and you just pound in the center and say bother, they bother me. Or, you like bugs. Are you ready? I'm going to count to 3 and then you will show me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Do you like bugs or do they bother you? Oh, I see all kinds of kids out there. Some of you don't like bugs, and some of you really think they're neat. I want you to guess. Do you think I like bugs or do you think they bother me? What do you think? Let's try it. I'll show you. You ready? I am bugged and bothered by bugs. I really am bothered by bugs. That's true. Ooh. Bugs bother me, yes. Oh my goodness, bugs really bother me. Yeah, no.
Hey everybody, Circus Greg here. I'm so excited that all of the cicadas are coming back into town after 17 years. That's right, 17 years. Yeah, 17 years that we haven't been seeing them because they've been hiding in the ground. Now they're out and they're gonna lay a whole bunch of eggs, that's right. Yep, and then they're gonna go into the ground, bloop, just like that, yeah. Gonna go into the ground, and then once again, they're gonna hide in the ground. They're gonna hide in the ground for 17 years. And 17 years from now, they're gonna come back out, and there's gonna be even more of them. Even more of them. Just like magic.
Audrey, what do you have?
Cicada!
Woo! You have, and you're not afraid of it, are you? How come?
They don't bite?
They don't bite.
Hello! Hey, Circus Greg here. I love talking about bugs, and my all-time favorite bug is a firefly. Yeah, and it's firefly season right now. In fact, hold on, wait, I caught one. Hey, if you ever try to catch fireflies, you gotta make sure to be very gentle and let them go right away to keep them safe. Do you want to hear a firefly joke? Why did the spider eat the firefly? Because he wanted a light snack. Achoo! I am so sorry, Mr. Firefly. I'm so sorry. Here, hold on. Let me just clean you up a little bit. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. You okay? You all right? You sure? You sure? Oh, good. Okay, all right. We're going to let him go outside so he can be with all of his friends. Excellent. Hey, one of my other favorite bugs is a butterfly. Yeah, but they don't start out as butterflies, do they? No, what do they start out as? Caterpillars! That's right, caterpillars. Hey, and I got something to show it right here. See, look. First, they start out as a caterpillar. Then they go into their cocoon, and then finally they turn into a butterfly. See, isn't that cool? So that kind of shows it all right there. It's got wait, it's which is first? The cocoon? No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so first it's the caterpillar, right? Then it's the cocoon, right? And then it's the butterfly. Okay, so now we got it. So it goes caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. All set and excellent. Good to go. Okay, so what? No, this. Let's try one more time. First, it's a caterpillar, then it's a cocoon, then it's the butterfly. Now it's gonna work. Caterpillar, cocoon, but no! Seriously? All right, so I know what to do. First, it's a caterpillar. Then it goes into a cocoon, and then it's the butterfly. But this is the one getting in all the trouble, right? It's jumping from the top and down to the bottom, and from the top to the bottom, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I think it needs a timeout. Yeah? What do you think? Yeah, so I think we're going to take our little napkin right here, and we're going to cover up our little buddy right here, and then I'm going to, instead of putting him in here, I'm going to put him down over there, okay? All right, so I'm going to take him, and I'm going to, wait a second. Hold on. Did he fly away? You don't think? Oh, come on. No, come on, man. Well, you all know what to do. I'll put it out here, a caterpillar, a cocoon, and a butterfly. That's another one of my favorite bugs. Catch you later.
Hello, my nature detectives. My name's Carolina.
And I'm Declan.
And we're here at Ladew Gardens in the butterfly house. Come over here, we got some cool things to show you today. So, can anyone tell me what the life cycle of a butterfly is? Well, I've got the life cycle right here. So here we have a very, very tiny egg. Now this is what every single butterfly and moth starts out. And then they'll become caterpillars. And on this parsnip, we have caterpillars of all shapes and sizes. Now caterpillars, they have very specialized stomachs. So they're pretty picky eaters. And they'll eat. That's all they do. And so they'll become big, and then they'll form their chrysalis, and then from then they'll break out and become a beautiful moth or butterfly. And over there we have a variegated fritillary. Now butterflies, they have very specialized mouth parts called proboscises, and they'll suck up the nectar. So they only can have nectar, while caterpillars, they use their mouths to eat plants. Now Declan has a really cool moth caterpillar to show you.
Yes, so this is a Cecropian moth caterpillar, and you can see it has a lot of colors, and it is bigger than most of the caterpillars, and it is busy eating right now. And then they will cocoon and stay in their cocoons over winter, and we have one right here.
Isn't that cool? So once they break out of their cocoon in the spring, they're going to be about the size of my hand. So the moth's going to be about 5 inches wide. Massive. Now come over here, I'm going to show you a personal favorite. Now here at Ladew, we are focusing in on our butterflies and moths just because that's what the butterfly house is for, but we love all bugs. We do not discriminate. Now, so this is a spice bush swallowtail caterpillar. Now, they like to fold themselves in these leaves, so if you fold it back, wow. Now, can you tell me what that looks like? Doesn't he look like a snake? So they have these false eye spots to deter predators away. So they think he's a snake, but he's really just a caterpillar, and a cool caterpillar at that. Isn't that cool? Now, all the caterpillars and moths that you find here at Ladew and the Butterfly House, you can find in your own backyard, as well as loads of other bugs. So I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you can get out and become a nature detective of your own and enjoy the beauty of nature. Thank you.
Right. Attention, detectives! I need your help to solve a very special garden mystery. My name is Insector Inspector, and this is my junior partner, Lady. Say hello, Lady. Now, we've been hired to figure out who's been leaving holes in the leaves of this garden. We have a list of suspects, but let me first show you our clue. So as you can see, what do you notice about this leaf? What do you see on the leaf? There's holes. That's our clue to show that somebody has been chomping on this leaf. Now, we have a couple animals that it could be. We've narrowed down our suspects. It could either be a deer, number one. Number two, it could be an aphid. An aphid is a type of small insect that sucks the juice from the leaves and leaves really tiny holes in them. Or three, a caterpillar. So I'm going to show you our leaf one more time. Take a moment to guess which animal do you think could have left holes like this in our leaf. Now, Lady, who do you think it might be? Now, Lady thinks it's an aphid. That's partly because ladybugs catch aphids. In fact, ladybugs are one of the best protectors of gardens. They're insect protectors for gardens to protect the leaves. But let's look at this leaf and our leaves a lot closer. Now, if you look at the mouth of a deer or a rodent or a rabbit or maybe even a possum, if they were going to chomp on the leaves, they usually would take a big bite out of them. They probably wouldn't leave holes because they have bigger mouths. So looking at this leaf, I don't think that it's that type of animal, because otherwise they would have left more of the leaf would have been gone. So that leaves either an aphid or a caterpillar. Now, looking at our holes in our leaves, aphids leave really tiny holes because they're sucking the juice out of the leaves, whereas caterpillars leave irregular holes. That means that the holes are all different types of shapes and sizes. So, looking at this leaf, I can deduct that because we've got a lot of irregular shapes, that a caterpillar was the one behind eating the leaves on the tree. But that's okay, because the caterpillar needs the leaf to help it grow and transform into a moth or a butterfly. So, Lady, I think we've solved this case. Very nice work. Thank you, detectives, for all of your help, and see you soon.
Hi, I'm Jillian. Hi, I'm Mason. Hi, I'm Logan, and today we're going to be cooking with bugs.
Hi, my name is Regina, and today I'm going to show you how to make my famous fudgy brownies. But you know what? We're going to add something special. We're going to add Mexican spice mealworms. What's that? You don't cook with insects? Well, listen, there are over 900,000 different identified insect groups in our world. And so there are cultures everywhere who include insects in their meals. They might eat termites, ants, crickets, grasshoppers, though it's endless of the type of insects people can eat. But today, we're just going to add the mealworms. Word of caution, if you are allergic to shellfish, please don't try this recipe. The exoskeleton that causes an allergic reaction on shellfish can also cause an allergic reaction with insects, because insects have an exoskeleton. So let's get started. We're going to place the package of mix in the bowl. Then I'm going to add a half a cup of oil, 3 tablespoons of water, and 2 beaten eggs. Gotta make sure that those are mixed really well, okay? All right, so we have the eggs in there. I want to carry through on the Mexican spice, and so I'm going to add ground cumin. I'm also going to add a little bit of chili powder in there. Now, let's go ahead and add the mealworms. How many you put in here is totally up to you. I was able to purchase these mealworms from a local grocery store. If you're going to use insects, please make sure that you don't pick the mealworms or your insects up just off the street or from your backyard. Don't do that, okay? The crickets and or mealworms and different insects, they should be prepared so that they are disinfected, I guess is a good way to put it. But if you can buy them prepackaged, that's great. All right, so we have this mixed up. Our mealworms are inside. We're going to go ahead and spray our pan. And that's going to keep the brownies from sticking. Let's go ahead and pour this in. I can't wait. I can smell the spices in there. Smells good. And make sure you've mixed it enough so that you don't see any dry mix in. And then spread this in your pan evenly. And let's go ahead and place it in the oven. The oven's been preheated to 350. And we're going to bake it for approximately about 35 to 37 minutes. Okay? All right. Now, while we wait on those brownies, there are other types of insects that I found at our local store. They even had bacon and cheese flavor crickets. They also had cheddar cheese. Can you imagine using these on your hamburgers? And then we also have lollipops or suckers with ants and with crickets. Okay, see you back in 37 minutes. Okay, here are the brownies. I'm going to go ahead and cut a square. I can't wait. All right. And let's taste those fudgy brownies. Perfect taste. Perfect crunch.
Hi girls and boys, welcome to today's art lesson with Juliet. Today I'm going to do a salt dough sand groper with you. What is a sand groper? Yes, a sand groper is a West Australian bug that submerges itself underneath our earth. And Western Australians like to think that the bug looks a bit like this. It doesn't look like this at all. It looks like this. It has a really elongated head and it has a really long oblong body, and the limbs come out of its head and its body. It has 6 limbs, just like all insects. So I thought today it would be really cool if I take you for a little walk outside into my Western Australia, the place where sand gropers originate from. And we'll get some little natural organic embellishments and create a form. Now, a form in art is actually like a sculpture. A form is something that you can walk around 3-dimensionally. It's something that we create that you can actually walk around. So we're going to create a head, a thorax, and an abdomen, 3 parts to our sand groper. and then we're going to fancily embellish it. So, are you ready to come for a little journey in art with me today? Okay, let's go.
Excuse me, Mr. Magpie, have you seen a sandcraper?
Wow, that was fun. You know what? I guess bugs don't bug me after all. They're really cool.
Don't you love them? You've got to love them. Ants, beetles, grasshoppers, and slugs. Reach out and catch them. Be quick and snatch them. It's always fun to collect them.